I struggled in this unit to find a sort of unifying theme, and after some thought, I kind of came around to the idea that there were four big essential ideas in electromagnetics that I wanted my students to explore, but that the thing that would unify their investigations would be the single question of how does my data support the idea that, say, for example, moving charges can create or induce a magnetic field. Um, that turned out to be a nice unifying theme and is very clearly connected to science and engineering practice number 7, which is engaging in argument from evidence. For each of the big ideas, I had a statement that, for example, moving charges can create a magnetic field, and then a simple diagram of the kinds of materials that could be used or would be used in the exploration. So here's the induction of a magnetic field because of moving charges, because of current running through a solenoid. Here's the second of the induction ideas where moving magnets can induce current to flow, and for this I've got a couple of very small turbines that can turn and whose output of electricity can be measured with, we use the Vernier Logger Pro software and a special file that converts the voltage into power. The other two big ideas about electromagnetics were sort of about the behavior of light. In this case, the idea that light behaves like a stream of particles through the ideas of the photoelectric effect. And finally, the fourth station is the second type of light behavior, that is light behaving like a wave, and I've got some materials to implement the double slit experiment, and a diagram here, a little bit more complicated than some of the others, but it's maybe the most mathematically intensive of the stations. So I wind up having conversations with students about this station when they get started, just to kind of get them oriented, and then off they go to collect data. This is a pretty major assignment, and I'm pretty transparent with my students right from the start about how they'll be assessed. Each of these four elements that you see here are four of our school-wide learning expectations: self-direction, collaboration, skilled information processing, and effective communication. The first two I'm assessing pretty much day in and day out with this activity, and the last two will be assessed when they submit their final document.